and welcome to another episode of Café Noir. Now this morning, or afternoon, or whenever you guys are watching this on YouTube, what I'm planning on making here is a breakfast spread fit for a Christmas king. So we got some buttermilk pancakes, done just the way I know how to do it. And we've got some hash browns. Now, normally I would make you guys my homemade hash browns. This was $3.49. A bag of potatoes was $4.59. I saved $2. It won't taste as good, but it'll work. And it'll still taste pretty damn good once I get done doing my little bit of Dr. Jekyll-ing. But where are my manners? I am your host, Vincent Victorian, here to guide you through some culinary disasters fit only for this channel. Stick around. Here's a message from somebody who's not my sponsor while I get shit together.
The beef goes on. McDonald's beef goes on. Your big beef, pure beef, hot and lean. Oh, the beef goes on. You're 100% pure beef machine. Oh yeah, the beef goes on. From Big Mac to quarter pounder, lean and hot. Your big beef taste just won't stop. It's a good time for the great taste. On McDonald's, the beef goes on.
This Honda Civic has been held up as the best value in a four-door import. But now there's the 86 Colt DL. Same size engine, same front-wheel drive, same room for five, but they're not the same. The Colt is less expensive by $870, flat. Colt, imported for Dodge and Plymouth, built by Mitsubishi in Japan. Colt, it's all the Japanese you need to know.
Shh, be very, very quiet. What's up, Doc? I'm hunting for the sharpest VCR picture. Then what are you doing over there? Sony Super Beta has a picture like real life. 20% sharper than the one that beat VHS. Pesky rabbit. And only Sony has this super special effects wheel. I'll give you a special effect, rabbit. Oh, sorry, Doc. Super Beta is sharper. Sony, the one and only.
Now, a world of magic is in your hands.
Hey, stop! Dragon breath!
Panasonic presents Omnimovie, a camera and video recorder in one. Capture magic moments forever.
Get a close-up, Joe.
Yeah. Omnimovie uses full-size VHS tapes, plays Hollywood movies or your own.
That's right, Santa.
Don't miss a single Omnimovie magic moment from Panasonic, just slightly ahead of our time.
I cut my teeth on quality rock and roll, too. That makes me a foghead.
Morning, I am here with Classic Rock on K-Fog.
This is Scoop, and if you don't like the news, go out and make some of your own.
Here's your host for 10 at 10, Dave Morey.
The Psychedelic Supper.
Bonnie Simmons at the Supper House on K-Fog.
You have a remarkable mouth.
K-Fog's a remarkable radio station.
Away.
A seed, yet unborn, touched by nature's magic wand, becomes nourishment. My walk, a valley, ice and tastes cascading down. Luscious steam rises. Deep brown soy splashing. A symphony of flavors plays the cook's love song. La Joy, nutrition, taste, simplicity. Tonight, we're Beatrice.
And welcome back. Now, this morning, as we get started, I actually want to say just thanks to everybody for hanging out. And those of you that used to dig Killer Kitchen, I think that you'll be pretty happy with our new setup. Now, I don't mean to disappoint, but with the copyrights and all the BS, I just got tired of getting fucked with over stupid shit when all I wanted to do was hang out and cook and just have a good time. So, the movie is out, and the shows are kind of on the out. But what I will do is I will continue to upload what I can when I can to a brand new channel later to be disclosed once I set it up. It's kind of one of these, because I don't want to be completely kicked the fuck down. I like hanging out. I like being able to goof around with you guys, cook some food, and just not deal with the world for a little bit. Or we have to deal with the world, at least in the Café Noir. We deal with the world on our terms. And speaking of on our terms, now normally, again, like with the hash browns, I could do this all homemade, but I wanted to show you guys some quick, easy shit before we get into anything too intricate here in the kitchen. So we got a box of fake-ass pancake mix. I say fake-ass because it ain't Bisquick. It's not Aunt Jemima. Let's be honest, since Aunt Jemima went the way of the dodo, I quit supporting that company. That's what I got to say to you and the company. Not you, the fans. You who stopped it, changed it, and the company that went along with this woke-ass bullshit. When you give me back Aunt Jemima, I'll come back as a customer. Until I see Aunt Jemima on that box, right there. Somebody needs to say it. But we're going to add an egg into here. Nice. There we go. Now what we want to do is we're going to add, oh, wrong cup. 1/3 of a cup of milk. Now otherwise, other than that egg and the milk, we're going to follow these directions precise. It's just that a lot of time, right? They want you to add the water with these cheaper mixes. Now, and it does work, and it works in a pinch if you're fucked. Trust me. But you'll never get a good taste. So, we exchanged milk and egg instead of doing water, giving us more of a flavor. In fact, when we make our homemade hotcakes, I'm going to show you guys how to make some badass hotcakes. You guys are going to dig what I do. But anyway, for starters, just 2/3 cup of milk for now, and that egg. All right, now what you want to do is we're going to take our box, double check our measurement, because you do want to stick kind of with what they're saying, and we need 2 cups of mix. Well, we got the cup, we got the mix. Let's do this without making too much of a mess. What do you say? Then again, this is the Café Noir, home of disaster culinary arts. Ah, shit. I hate these fucking boxes. Why can't they just make normal shit? Alright, hold on. This thing's being a piece of shit. See the kind of stuff you go through when you're trying to make a nice meal? I call it karma. I was trying to do something cool and act like a smartass, and now I just look like a dumbass making a mess. Alright. Now, here. Take a look here. Now, if you guys are watching, you'll see in this corner, you want a nice, even, flat amount. You want to make sure that you're not putting too much or too little. Now, instead of trying to pour it, I'm just going to be a smartass. I'm digging this fucking cup into the box. Fuck that smartass shit. Trying to be all slick. I just look like a dumbass. There we go. One more time. And for the bigger camera, if you guys can see it, I'm hoping you can. Now what we're going to do, in like that. Oh, wait, I kind of need that. Fold that down, get it into the box. And if you guys are wondering why sometimes you buy a box of hotcake mix and after, say, 2 weeks, you'll notice even when you do it the normal way, it just doesn't even taste the same. Is there something like, it's because you're not keeping it fresh. Fold that bag over tight clip it down, put it into the box, and slide it into your refrigerator. Right on the side. That cold, in fact, if you guys live in the Midwest or up on the East Coast in the wintertime, just kind of wrap it in a bag, stick it out in the snow. It'll keep it fresher and make it ready to use when you want it again. Just make sure you seal that bag tight and there's no holes. Otherwise, you're going to get soggy shit. Now, I love my mixer. And as well as I can do by hand, sometimes I have to admit, technology does a better job than I can do by hand. So we're going to measure this out. We need a cup of milk. Right on top. And you know, fuck it, it's a special occasion. It's the first time we've ever done a breakfast. Ah, shit, what'd you do with them? Let's have some fun with these hotcakes. What do you guys say? Got some fresh blueberries. Matter of fact, I know a lot of people talk shit, but I will tell you that the Dollar General around the corner from me in Bakersfield is the cleanest fucking Dollar General I have ever been to here to Chicago. And I will also say, as a side note, that California, known to be expensive, known to be fucked up on their fucking shit, because the economy here is shit, and I can't totally blame anybody but the Democrats, but we'll leave the politics alone right now. That Dollar General has the best prices in town. Right off of North Chester, that Dollar General on North Chester and Roberts Lane, I tell everybody, in fact, those of you that live close enough, drive the hour and a half, man. You'll save the money and you'll get a way better experience. The people who work there are cooler people. The people who are just fucking coming in as customers, decent cats. It's a good place and it's a safe place. Anyway, I was not paid to say that. I mean, that is the only fucking store in this town I go into. I don't even leave my house. I will go to that store because it's a safe place. It's a decent fucking place, man. And even the management is cool. Always a smile. Even if they're in a pissed off mood, they're cool. As long as you're cool with them, they're cool. It's a really cool place. So I'm not being paid to say none of that or sell off Dollar General. But I will say, if there's a good place, I want everyone to know where to go to get good customer service. I'm not going to count them. I'm just going to throw a handful in. This for a couple more. So, now we're going to set these back in the fridge, but we're going to set them aside because everybody knows I like my hotcakes, but Pam likes her waffles, and we just happen to get her own personal-sized waffle maker. So when we get done doing all this, I'm going to show you guys the ultimate waffle. Put that aside for now. And we're going to take, and I'm going to mix this up. And in the meantime, why don't we go to a quick commercial break so you don't have to listen to the worry.
People are tough on their bathrooms, so they need something to clean them that's even tougher. That's why Heavy-Duty Tough Act was invented. Tough Act cleans soap scum better than any other bathroom cleaner. And it scours without scratching. So although I'm abrasive, Tough Act isn't. Try Tough Act because no bathroom cleaner works better on soap scum than this.
Tough Act. It's a tough act to follow.
Even tougher than me.
There's a new dance called the pizza maker. Rolling off the dough like the round table baker. Come on, everybody, throw out your can. Mixing fresh sauce like the round table man. Don't need to fake it, no need to freeze. Come on, everybody, we are breathing fresh cheese.
Sea breeze cleans so deep you'll feel it.
Beautiful skin can be a breeze with sea breeze.
Deep clean, so clean it tingles.
Beautiful skin can be a breeze with sea breeze.
No other clean feels quite like this. From the people who brought you Le Menu dinners, something a little different. Elegant. Delicious. Prepared in the inimitable Le Menu style. New Le Menu entrees, elegant dishes that make a lunch, brunch, or any meal memorable, like Oriental-style chicken. New Le Menu entrees, lavish in taste without being lavish in size.
I don't know what I like best about Gorton's crunchy fish sticks and fillets. What goes into them, or what doesn't? What goes into them is lots of mild, flaky white fish with a delicious crunch.
That's what I like, Mom.
What doesn't go into them is any preservatives. Absolutely none.
Mom, can I have seconds?
With Gorton's, I really feel good about what they're eating and what they aren't.
Gorton's crunchy fish sticks and fillets. Absolutely no preservatives. And Mom, no leftovers.
Trust the Gorton's fishermen.
When it comes to cleaning the bathroom,
Let us do your dirty work.
so you can make a clean getaway. Dow bathroom cleaner with scrubbing bubbles.
Let us do your dirty work. Oh, you ain't got this thing if you ain't got that thing. Do-rap.
Oh, you ain't got a thing if you ain't got that cling. Do-rap.
Handy Wrap 2 with Cling Plus has twice as much cling as old Handy Wrap, so it seals in freshness and flavor longer.
Do-rap.
And here we go. We are back. Now, finally got that mixed up real well. And this is the consistency you're looking to get. Whoa, that's a little warm. Whoa. Alright. Now I'm just going to take a 1/4 cup measuring cup. And the reason I'm using the measuring cup isn't so much anything more. I'm a lazy motherfucker. I didn't feel like digging out a little fucking dipstick. Dipstick. But, okay, butthead. Gonna give. Now, our surface works pretty well. And what's nice is with this thing right here, it, is non-stick. So everything you cook on it, like I cooked eggs on this sumbitch the other day. And I swear to God, man, you guys wouldn't believe it. This motherfucker, those eggs didn't even stick when I forgot about them when I was smoking a joint. It was kind of, I did not just say that. But no, it was cool. It didn't even burn them. It made them really good. And you know, speaking of smoking a joint, I have to share with you guys something. Now you see, I got a really good deal through a really cool friend of mine who introduced me to, I think this is actually strawberry lemonade, and it's a wax pen. And I will tell you, the cool thing with this right here is it's concentrate, so you don't need near as much to deal with your problem. But at the same time, right? It's a more mellow high. It's like, instead of the paranoia and the major munchie deal, like it's just... It's just a nice mellow high. Oh, that kind of burned my nose. But, oh, that really did burn my nose. Don't do that. Ow! That burned the fuck out of my nose. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, you guys gotta see this. Ah. And that's why we have this one. Ah, you bitch. You suck balls. Now, you guys will have to forgive my mouth, but you know what? I gotta be honest. I talk the way I talk, and I sound the way I sound, because society around me has taught me how to sound that way. Like, believe it or not, okay, check this out, right? Believe it or not, 10 years ago, cursing wasn't even in my nature unless I was so angry that I didn't have another word. Now, I've been through some shit, and life has taken its toll, and society has had its way with me for so long that I'm like, fuck, damn, shit, motherfuck, fuck you, and fuck this, and fuck that. And it's like, I don't even realize, I don't even mean to say it half the time. It's just because society has screwed me up so bad that now I'm like, it's just part of my vocabulary. And I hate it, especially because at one time I was actually an English major that wanted to teach poetry. Then I realized that I don't have the right equipment, and I don't look the right way, so I knew that no college would ever hire me for anything more than a custodian job, and even that would be nothing more than, what do we call sympathy? So, yeah, I kind of knew right from the start that I was screwed. But I still actually would like the chance to teach poetry, and not even just modern poetry, but, poetry, historical poetry, stuff from World War II, stuff from the Civil War, from before, stuff from that was written back in 1816, stuff that was written back in 1790. I mean, in fact, one thing, and it's funny, a lot of people, I'm surprised more people don't even catch it, but Dylan Thomas and Bob Dylan actually have one thing in common. And that is, if you read Dylan Thomas, how he writes, and then go back and listen to Bob Dylan, their style and technique is so similar. And it is actually one of the reasons I respect Bob Dylan as much as I do. I love his technique, his style. And, you know, when it comes to poetry, I gotta be honest with you guys. The best poetry I have ever read, ever, in my life, other than Edgar Allan Poe. Everybody knows I love what he's got to say. But I gotta be real. The best poetry I have written was written before 1862. And it really doesn't even matter who you pick up. Go find some of your grandmother's old love notes. To, like, from her who would be your grandfather. It's all right there. I mean, it is so poetic, the way people spoke, the way people treated each other, the way people were in general. You know, I guarantee if you give me a love note from a grandma, or from a grandpa to a grandma back in, say, 1941, dude, I'd sit here, I'd turn that love note into a song. That's how poetic and beautiful people used to speak before the 60s and the whole hippie language that morphed into the way people talk today, you know? Of course, I'm really one to speak, considering I kind of dig a lot of things, and then, you know, there's some radical shit out there. There really is. It's kind of cool. But there's also some really fucked up shit. So, sort of I don't know, I guess you'd call it a double-edged sword, so to speak. You gotta take the good with the bad, I guess. Ugh. Anyway, we're gonna get these next group of pancakes on here. And while these hotcakes go, I'm being told that it's time for another message from somebody who's not my sponsor. But you guys will dig it anyway, because, you know, back then, our time, life was way better. So let's leave 2024 and run back to 1981 for 5 minutes.
Heath introduces a new soft and crunchy candy bar.
It's soft.
It's crunchy.
Toffee tidbits covered with real milk chocolate. It's Heath's new soft and crunchy.
For a midday snack, you can't beat a Heath.
Heath's new soft and crunchy.
You can't beat a Heath.
I love the great taste of Heath, America's original toffee bar.
Rich English toffee covered with real milk chocolate.
For a quick pick-me-up, you can't beat a Heath.
America's original toffee bar.
You can't beat a Heath.
If you hate lines at the airport, skip them with advanced check-in from TWA.
Imagine just for a moment the future, a world where everything works.
Oh, please.
So perfect, even an inexpensive frozen entree could be prepared with astonishing skill.
How inexpensive?
Around $1.79. Introducing the Budget Gourmet, 12 expertly prepared new entrees. Sirloin tips with country vegetables, linguine with bay shrimp and clams marinara, and more. New Budget Gourmet.
I have tasted the future. It's around $1.79.
Do you know me? This may seem puzzling, but you know me by sight and by sound. You know my TVs, my stereos. But to be really wired in, I carry the American Express card. As a chairman of Sony, I expect great reception.
To apply for the card, look for an application and take one.
The American Express card, don't leave home without it.
Next on News Center 4 update, the voyage of terror continues in the Mediterranean. While some passengers wait on shore, there are conflicting reports about the fate of those still on board. Also here in the Bay Area, don't plan on heading to the Coliseum to watch the Giants next season.
East Bay police are looking for suspects in a string of drive-by shootings. Striking Oakland Symphony members make their music on the streets, plus Mayor Feinstein gets into the movie business. All the news straight ahead tonight on Update at 11.
What do you know about cranberries?
I like Ocean Spray's new taste.
What do you know about cran apples?
More fresh fruit flavor than ever.
Good for you, tastes so good too. Cran apple.
The unique cranberry has essential things your body needs. So does Cran Apple, the better-than-ever cranberry apple drink.
Better taste with fresh fruit flavor.
Ocean Spray it out!
Now with fresh fruit flavor.
It's good for you, America. From Ocean Spray.
Hey, round table.
The Lago Brothers.
You've been saying your pizza's better than ours.
At Round Table, we don't use canned pizza sauce. This arm is strong from mixing fresh sauce. At Round Table, we don't use frozen dough. And this hand is strong from kneading fresh dough. At Round Table Pizza, we don't use frozen cheese.
If he ate your lousy pizza, he'd have a strong stomach, too.
Round Table, one of the last honest pizzas.
Adventures of Ron Greenspan, Volkswagen Subaru.
I can't afford a new car. Save me, Ron Greenspan.
With my low prices and great selection, I'll save you.
Now, for a limited time, save more than ever during our spectacular end-of-the-year sale. All prices drastically cut, the lowest prices in our history. Ron Greenspan, Venice Avenue, San Francisco.
Got right here. Give you guys a good, solid look at these. Now, these hotcakes, I've got to admit, are actually the best I've ever made. Usually when I make hotcakes, they come out looking like deformed demons or Quasimodo Juniors. These didn't turn out too shabby. I was very impressed. And that's with our new skillet, grill it thing. You guys know what they're called. Oh, shit. Give me a second. That one hurt. But now, Pam came across this one. And we just had to try it. You see, as I like my hotcakes, Pam likes to have her waffles, because she likes to put the little berries and shit down in the little holes. So, this, I gotta be honest, it's a Kitchen Selectives. I thought it would be a little bit bigger, but I knew it'd be small. But it's not that bad. I mean, this thing's pretty cool. This is the inside. Here, down here. And if you get a look, so I'm thinking maybe, you know, Pam says do a 4th cup. So we're going to try it her way. My thought is
a half of a 4th cup.
Well, a half of a 4th cup. I think personally we should be using a tablespoon and just measure it in there and then close it up. So we're going to try it both ways. See how they turn out. First thing we're going to do is heat this sucker up. And according to the directions, it's brand new. We just opened the sucker. So it's got to heat up for a couple minutes. So while it heats up, does its thing, we're going to make our batter. Now I've taken, and again, we've complicated the mix. This isn't just water and oil. We've got an egg, 1/3 cup oil, and now we're going to take a cup of mix. We're going to try to get a cup of mix. I hate boxes. You know, for those of you with a Sam's Club near you, I gotta be honest, I'm jealous, and if I had the money, I would probably have a thing, because God knows I really wish I could buy this shit in bulk sometimes. Anyway, we got our cup of mix. Now we're gonna add that like that. Now, we're gonna take our, oh shit, that hurts like a son of a fuck. Okay, we're gonna take our mixer. And we're gonna beat this a little bit. There we go. Now, once you get a cookie batter consistency, what you want to do is you want to take a cup of milk. Oh, shit. Where'd my cup go? Fuck me run. Oh, shit, I'm dumbass. Double check here. They got the directions on the back. I just like to tinker with the directions because me, I can't leave well enough alone. And adding water to, yeah, that just sounds gross. Yeah. 2 cups of mix. So now, we're going to add a cup of milk and another cup of mix. And we're going to beat this up some more. Sometimes it's better to measure twice and only have to cut once. Now we got that. There we go. Suck that sucker in there. And let's beat the fuck out of it for a minute. And you know the great thing? You're making a mess, you're making a mess. Who the fuck cares? Yeah. Now, you gotta beat this for a couple of minutes until all your lumps fade away. You don't want any lumps in there. So when you're hitting it, you want to make sure. Let me see if I can get this on our other camera.
You can't. The camera's dead.
Oh. Well, now I guess we're stuck with just one camera. Let me try something here. Shit. There we go. Excuse the technical difficulties there for a moment. But now, if you guys take a good solid look, check that out. Now what we're gonna do is we get all of our lumps out. You guys get a good look there? Now, according to our directions, they want us to let that set up for about 5 minutes. So, rather than me sit here and talk to you guys about stupid shit that nobody gives a fuck, I'd like to show you some more commercials, because you gotta admit, these older commercials are definitely got better breaks than the shit you get here on YouTube. I promise I have not been drinking. I am a little stoned.
No, it went to this other center.
Have you ever thought about the frustrations that handicapped people go through every day of their lives? Just doing little things that most of us take for granted, like getting through a revolving door that doesn't slow down for someone who must move slowly, or going through the trouble of getting a postal money order. And how about lunch at that fancy new restaurant with a great view? You know, the one at the top of the steep stairway? Not to mention all those times that an able-bodied driver sneaks into the spot reserved for the handicapped. Crossing a busy intersection during rush hour isn't all that simple either. I'm Chad Colley, National Commander of the Disabled American Veterans, and helping our handicapped friends has been a way of life for the DAV for more than 60 years. To find out how you can help make life barrier-free for the more than 12 million handicapped Americans, write the DAV, 807 Main Avenue Southwest, Washington, D.C., 20024.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ray Charles.
There are 35 million people with disabilities in America today. Do you know what we want out of life? Well, the same things you do. To participate, to use our abilities to the fullest. That means being able to get in and out of places you want to go if you use a wheelchair, having signs in Braille, getting extra learning help to do the job you want to do. It means being included. And because this is the decade of disabled persons, the National Organization on Disability urges us all to lend a hand right in our own communities. All you have to do is pick up your phone and dial this number.
1-800-248-ABLE.
Let's put our abilities to work so that all America and Americans gain. Do it now. I thank you.
The next time you visit your favorite haunt, why not apply for the American Express card?
We'll have all the news, weather, and sports tonight on News Center 4 Update at 11 o'clock. Join us.
You know AT&T goes everywhere Sprint goes. Call Sprint. Find out about it.
2 new exceptional Japanese imports, Sprint and Spectrum, are now appearing in over 5,000 showrooms. Chevrolet showrooms.
Looking for Hunter Thompson? Hi, I'm Will Hurst. Hello. Well, I'm the new publisher of the San Francisco Examiner. Hey, I love you. Well, I was hoping you'd want to write something for us. Why not? We will chase them like rats across the tundra.
The Next Generation at the San Francisco Examiner.
Now kids fly free, stay free, and play free on AirCal's Happy Kids Tour. Kids will get free admission to Knott's Berry Farm, Universal Studios, and Disneyland, and stay at the Disneyland area's finest hotels. Just take AirCal's Happy Kids Tour, and kids 2 to 11 fly free, stay free, and play free. AirCal's Happy Kids Tour. Call AirCal Single Call Service 1-800-4AirCal. We make flying easy.
And thank you for joining us this far. Now, our next step is actually going to be a little bit weird. You see, I have a confession to make. I've made pancakes my whole life, and I dig pancakes. I maybe used a waffle iron once in my life, and it looked nothing like this. It was from like 1971, and the thing was a bitch. So, we're going to try this 2 ways. First, Pam says 1/8 of a cup, 1/2 of a 4th cup. So let's try her way first. This is a chance to set up for a good minute. Let's just get that down in here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to close this lid. And we'll let these cook for just a couple minutes, keeping an eye. Now, you know, there is something on the side I've been wanting to address. And that's all this division and this hate and this anger over dumbass fucking politics. And I'm sorry, and like, no, I'm really not sorry, but I'm sorry to those of you who feel like personally attacked. But I gotta tell you, you know what? Like, sometimes you gotta own up to your own life. You gotta own up to shit you done. Like, you know what? I went to prison. I don't blame the dumb bitch that sent me to prison. I blame myself for being dumb enough for letting that dumb bitch send me there. You know? I mean, it's just, I know it's weird, but so much do I hear on YouTube, on fucking all this other shit about how everything wrong is everybody else's fault. Motherfucker, nobody put that gun in your hand but you. Nobody fucking told you to treat people like a piece of shit but you. You know, I get by in my life by hanging out, goofing around, and just trying to fucking be a mellow dude. These people out there trying to fucking, oh, I could change the world, I could. Yeah, but, you know, it's really... Really, do you want to live in a world full of people like you? Twilight Zone, Season 3. They did an episode almost identical to that, where dude's all pissed off and he's mad at the world, and then he gets fired from his job and goes to the bar, drink his sorrows away. And he meets a guy after chasing everybody out of the bar with his fucking flapper walking on his lower lip. You know, he meets this guy and says, well, what about you, old timer? What do you say? And he says, well, sometimes I say 4 is 5, and sometimes I say reggae-doo and reggae. And I also say, and they start talking. And he says, let me buy you a drink. And he says, I would like to present you with this. It's a family heirloom. Guys, the fuck? It's just a stopwatch. And he's like, no, this is a family heirloom. But be careful, I entrust you with it. Well, all of a sudden, dude starts fucking with it, playing. Everything around him freezes. He hits it again. Things pick back up. Everything but him, it freezes. by the end of the episode, this stupid motherfucker broke the watch playing dumbass games. You know, give me that watch for 5 minutes. Give me that watch for 10. I ain't gonna be trying to rob no banks. I'm not gonna be trying to fucking make people look stupid. You know what I'm gonna do with that 5 minutes? I'm gonna take every nuclear fucking weapon around the entire world. Okay, so it'd take me a lot longer than 5 minutes, but I would do it anyway. Every nuclear weapon, every missile, every bullet, every gun. And I'd dump them right into the harbor. After dismantling each and every one to make sure it could never be used again to hurt anybody. And the next thing I do, the very next thing I do, is every bad person on this planet, every person that belongs in prison, I'd move them into a prison cell. I'd lock them in. I'd change every court record, every file. I'd make it all legit. Because, you know, sometimes justice needs to be served without violence. I agree there's a time for violence. But 9 times out of 11, no reason to throw a punch when you can use what's up here. Now, I may not have some kind of magic stopwatch, and I may not have some kind of, like, time machine like Doc Brown and Marty. But you know, in a way I do, because I can look at those shows and those movies. I can look at things like The Outer Limits, and I can learn the lesson from the story. And I offer all of you, please, you know, one of my favorite Outer Limits movies, shows, was from season 3, episode 2, in 1964. I'm sorry, 1965. And it was the episode with the aliens that abducted the humans that were going to invade their planet and whatever. And it was supposed to be like nowadays. And when you see the human emotion, the reaction, when you can understand and then see that it was the our government that put them through this, then on the other hand, maybe I'm just crazy and talking shit because I'm a little stoned. But I will tell you, I gotta get some more of these waffles going, and we'll see you right here after this. You're watching the Café Noir, and we do really appreciate you guys hanging out today. You rock, man. Alright, I gotta get this going.
Yep.
Have you ever thought about the frustrations that handicapped people go through every day of their lives? Just doing little things that most of us take for granted, like getting through a revolving door that doesn't slow down for someone who must move slowly, or going through the trouble of getting a postal money order. And how about lunch at that fancy new restaurant with a great view? You know, the one at the top of the steep stairway? Not to mention all those times that an able-bodied driver sneaks into the spot reserved for the handicapped. Crossing a busy intersection during rush hour isn't all that simple either. I'm Chad Colley, National Commander of the Disabled American Veterans, and helping our handicapped friends has been a way of life for the DAV for more than 60 years. To find out how you can help make life barrier-free for the more than 12 million handicapped Americans, write the DAV, 807 Main Avenue Southwest, Washington, D.C., 20024.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ray Charles.
There are 35 million people with disabilities in America today. Do you know what we want out of life? Well, the same things you do. To participate. to use our abilities to the fullest. That means being able to get in and out of places you want to go if you use a wheelchair, having signs in Braille, getting extra learning help to do the job you want to do. It means being included. And because this is the decade of disabled persons, the National Organization on Disability urges us all to lend a hand right in our own communities. All you have to do is pick up your phone and dial this number.
1-800-248-ABLE.
Let's put our abilities to work so that all America and Americans gain. Do it now. I thank you.
The next time you visit your favorite haunt, why not apply for the American Express card?
We'll have all the news, weather, and sports tonight on News Center 4 Update at 11 o'clock. Join us.
You know AT&T goes everywhere Sprint goes. Call Sprint. Find out about it.
2 new exceptional Japanese imports, Sprint and Spectrum, are now appearing in over 5,000 showrooms. Chevrolet showrooms.
Looking for Hunter Thompson. Hi, I'm Will Hurst. Hello. Well, I'm the new publisher of the San Francisco Examiner.
Hey, I love you.
Well, I was hoping you'd want to write something for us.
Why not? We will chase them like rats across the tundra. The next generation at the San Francisco Examiner.
Now kids fly free, stay free, and play free on AirCal's Happy Kids Tour. Kids will get free admission to Knott's Berry Farm, Universal Studios, and Disneyland, and stay at the Disneyland area's finest hotels. Just take AirCal's Happy Kids Tour, and kids 2 to 11 fly free, stay free, and play free. AirCal's Happy Kids Tour. Call AirCal single call service 1-800-4AirCal. We make flying easy.
And welcome back. Now, where I said we were going to make the hash browns, unfortunately, our waffles and our hot cakes took a little longer than I thought they would. But if you guys will see, they did turn out pretty damn good. Now, I'd like to invite you guys back next time, and we're going to make those hash browns. And we're going to make some steak and eggs. And we're going to have some good fun. But otherwise, as for us, we have officially run completely out of time. I'm way past my half-hour mark. And I am way past my hour mark. And I've already kind of messed that up. So I appreciate you guys hanging out this long, chilling with us, goofing around, having some fun. And you know, I'll tell you what, right after this premiere, I'm going to have a part 2 where we're going to make those hash browns, the steak and eggs, and we're going to make it really good in here. So you guys will dig that. I hope you'll stick around and join us on our next episode of the Café Noir. Alright, I'm going to cover these up and get us ready to start cooking. And welcome back. Now, tonight, we're going to finish what we started to do last week. However, I learned a couple tricks, and I'm going to see what I can do this time around. I guess I didn't learn enough because I forgot to pull out a knife. Now, got our knife, so we're just going to do a slit. Try not to cut our meat. Oh, that's perfect. There you go. Got a couple steaks here. Oh, listen to that. Wow. Okay, there's a little bit more here than I expected. So, while we get this shit cooking, let me show you how we're going to season our meat. We're going to start with something brand new here in the cafe. It's called jalapeno pepper crushed. So, I'll let you draw your own conclusion. You know what it is. Drop some of that on here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Just look at that. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Now, whoop. We're going to use a little bit of onion. Got some onion powder here. Light dash right across the top. Just a sprinkle. Kind of like that light snowfall in the early November months. Now we're going to add a little garlic. This will keep the vampires away. Again, it's a light sprinkle. Finally, a little bit of celery salt. And again, you just light sprinkle. You don't need a whole lot. Now to add just that extra kick, we have our special killer seasoning left over from the killer kitchen. It's the one thing I kept once we burned the place down. Right across the top. Now, this is going to take a little bit to cook. And we got a couple more steaks to go. Since we got this one going, I say, why wait? Let's get some meat going with the meat. We got some brown and serve. Ah, fuck. I hate these fucking... Throw a couple of them on. Now see, here is where I differ with a lot of people on how I cook my sausage. Especially this pre-cooked shit. Oop, gotta open that bitch. God damn, like you're breaking into fucking Fort Knox. What the motherfucker? Alright, here we go. Now, very gently, you want to go right across the top of your sausage. Light. You don't want a whole lot. There you go. Now, get to have a little more fun. Got some bacon. Ah, shit. You know what? It looks like we ain't got room for that bacon, so we're just going to have to hold off. However, I need a pair of tongs. Over here. We got our tongs. Flip that guy over. And now, you guys remember what we did. So, same process on the flip side. And that's why you don't want to let it get too dark. Just let it start to cook. In fact, why don't we add a little bit of this jalapeno to a couple of these sausages? There you go. Give it a little bit of a kick. Now we're going to let this sizzle. We're going to let this cook. And if you guys are worried, shit, about your steak getting too dry, what you can do, shit, what the hell did I do with it? take just a little bit of a beer, and that'll keep it from getting dry. Now, you don't want to use a lot, just a little drop. Thank you for the use of your beer. Appreciate that very much, Cam Pam. In fact, you know, I'm thinking that little bit of sausage we nailed with that jalapeno. Let's really rock those bitches. Let's give that some of our Killer Kitchen seasoning as well. There we go. All right. And that right there, my friends, is the greatest way to start this on its journey to masterpiece. We're going to kick this up to a good 250. And now, right about there. Now we got this thing going. We're going to get our hash browns on the make. Right here, just like that. Now to get our hash browns with that nice, tasty, perfect fucking flavor, we're gonna add a little onion. We're gonna add a little bit of garlic. We're gonna add some jalapeno. Oh, fuck it. Let's add some jalapeno to all of it. And now, we're going to add just a little more of that Killer Kitchen seasoning. Those of you who used to watch Killer Kitchen know how I made this. If you guys are interested, you can go back and check that episode out. It is available on the official Killer Kitchen channel. However, this is Café Noir, and we're just using some leftovers. The next time I show you guys a season mix, it will be brand new. So, we're gonna get this cooking. Oh yeah, you see that sizzling? So, let's turn this heat up just a little bit more. We're gonna go up to about 275. And we'll see you guys right here after this break.
People are tough on their bathrooms, so they need something to clean them that's even tougher. That's why Heavy Duty Tough Act was invented. Tough Act cleans soap scum better than any other bathroom cleaner. And it scours without scratching. So although I'm abrasive, Tough Act isn't. Try Tough Act because no bathroom cleaner works better on soap scum than this.
Tough Act. It's a tough act to follow.
Even tougher than me.
There's a new dance called the pizza maker. Rolling out the dough like the round table baker. Come on, everybody, throw out your cans. Mixing fresh sauce like the round table man. Don't need to fake it, don't need to freeze. Come on, everybody, we're bringing fresh cheese.
Sea breeze cleans so deep you feel it.
Beautiful skin can be a breeze with sea breeze.
Deep clean, so clean it tingles.
Beautiful skin can be a breeze with sea breeze.
No other clean feels quite like this. From the people who brought you Le Menu dinners, something a little different. And elegant, delicious, prepared in the inimitable Le Menu style. New Le Menu entrees, elegant dishes that make a lunch, brunch, or any meal memorable, like Oriental-style chicken. New Le Menu entrees, lavish in taste without being lavish in size.
I don't know what I like best about Gorton's crunchy fish sticks and fillets, what goes into them or what doesn't. What goes into them is lots of mild, flaky white fish with a delicious crunch.
That's what I like, Mom.
What doesn't go into them is any preservatives. Absolutely none.
Mom, can I have seconds?
With Gorton's, I really feel good about what they're eating and what they aren't.
Gorton's crunchy fish sticks and fillets. Absolutely no preservatives. And Mom, no leftovers.
Trust the Gorton's fishermen.
When it comes to cleaning the bathroom,
let us do your dirty work.
So you can make a clean getaway. Dow bathroom cleaner with scrubbing bubbles.
Let us do your dirty work. Oh, you ain't got this thing if you ain't got that thing. Oh, you ain't got a thing if you ain't got that cling.
Handy Wrap 2 with Cling Plus has twice as much cling as old Handy Wrap, so it seals in freshness and flavor longer.
Wrap.
As you can see, we got everything else done, and we've got our eggs over easy going hot and wild. Now, I hope you guys will excuse our last break. However, we had some technical difficulties once again. We're getting used to a new format, and things are a little odd, and so some things may not always go according to plan, but that's why I said this is the Café Noir, home of the wow, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's like the ultimate egg. Well, thank you guys for joining us here today. If you're wondering why we broke this into two parts, we weren't sure how long this second part was going to rock. So we figured, let's be safe than sorry and set it up for a separate piece. But then I learned, like, all at once, I can cook a bunch of shit all at once on this. So I hope you guys will tune in next time here in the Café Noir, where we're going to be cooking all kinds of different shit. In fact, you know, I don't want to make promises, but judge it from this, I'd say you guys are in for quite a treat around here. Oh yeah, you're definitely in for a treat. You can stick around this way. We will see you next time, right here in the Café Noir, where nothing's quite what it seems, but everything is exactly what you see. Yeah, there you go.
If you don't want your car or truck to be stolen, do what over 220,000 police officers from across the country suggest. Use the club. I'm Officer Jack Cleric, here to inform you about the device the National Fraternal Order of Police recommends you use to protect your vehicle against theft, the club. The club is an easy-to-use, tough-to-defeat, guaranteed anti-theft device used to protect your car or truck. The club attaches easily to the steering wheel and prevents your vehicle from being stolen.
Equally effective in preventing theft, the club is now available in 4 bright designer colors, each backed by the maker's $500 guarantee. I'm Officer Lisa Hale, asking you to select the original club or the new designer club to make sure the anti-theft device you buy says the club on the handle.
When it comes to quality, guaranteed anti-theft protection for your car or truck, there's only one name you need to know, the club. Avoid cheap imitations. Ask for the club by name.
The Club, now available at most stores where auto supplies are sold.
Fantasy beyond your wildest dreams. Fantasy.
1-900-660-4000.
Fantasy. Adults only. Fantasy.
$5 per minute.
Fantasy. 24 hours a day.
A terrorist controls the most dangerous weapons known to man.
Bang, you're dead.
Wake up the president. But there's one weapon he doesn't control. Steven Seagal.
Are you some special forces guy or something?
I'm just a cook. Tommy Lee Jones.
This is not the work of a cook. Happy trails.
I'll see you in hell, Santa Boy!
Under Siege. Rated R. Starts Friday, October 9th at a theater near you.
The best part of a fantasy is someone special to share it with. Don't you agree? Well, now you can find that special someone with just one simple call to 1-900-786-5400, and it's only $1.95 per minute for adults 18 and over. Enjoy the fun of meeting someone new. Call 1-900-786-5400. Dreams can come true. The right woman can make all the difference. Call now. Some girls just love to have fun on the phone. That's where we like to share most of our secrets. You can listen in on us or join the conversation. It's up to you. Call 1-900-884-9999. Just $4.95 per minute for adults 18 and over. Find out how much fun you can have with the right woman. All you have to do is call 1-900-884-9999. Call now.